Good morning, guys. Today is the last part of this unit, and today we're going to be looking at genetic disorders, really looking at recessive versus dominant, chromosomal disorders, and also introducing sex-linked disorders, okay? That's what we're going to look at today. There are videos embedded in the PowerPoint. You do not, or I'm not going to cover them in this presentation. It would be a good idea for you to go back and look at them while you're just hanging out today and look at these disorders. Just have some background knowledge on them, okay? All right, so we're specifically looking at humans today. Humans have 46 chromosomes, right? We have 23 pairs. We have 23 from our mom, 23 from our dad. When it comes to being a female, you're XX. When you're a male, you're XY. And that's your 23rd set of chromosomes. Your 23rd set determines your sex. So the first thing we're looking at is a karyotype. A karyotype is just a picture of all your chromosomes. You can sort of see they're all lined up. They're sectioned together by size. Remember, they're all homologous chromosomes. So they're all similar in size, shape, and genetic material. Right, as you can sort of see, and this guy here, this is XY, so this would be a male. But it also has 3 here on the 21st set, which means this would be a Down syndrome disorder, okay? So most genetic disorders are recessive, which I guess is good. So cystic fibrosis, PKU, Tay-Sachs, which is a super sad genetic disorder, and being albinism, lack of pigment in your skin. Just know what these are. Really, just know what cystic fibrosis is. It's more mucus accumulating in your lungs, but it's due to a lack of a protein. PKU sort of converts. You lack the enzyme that converts a fat in your brain, so your brain swells. Tay-Sachs is just downright sad. It affects people. You usually die. It's 100% mortality. Usually by the age of 2 or 3. It's really sad. And then albinism. So just watch these videos. It'll give you some background information. Don't have to write this down. Just know some information. I'm going to move through this sort of fast. Tay-Sachs, again, super sad. Most people die before age of 6. Most of it happens before you're 2, really. Albinism. There's also disorders that are caused by dominant alleles, that can be an issue, right? But they're not prevalent in our society, in cultures, in groups, really. So that's good. But they are caused by dominant allele, and that'd be Huntington's disease, which again, that's sort of almost like Parkinson's, sort of, dwarfism and polydactylism. So again, watch the videos on Huntington's disease, dwarfism. And polydactylism, you just have more than 5 digits, like more than 5 fingers or toes. This one here, sickle cell, affects, it's more of a DNA mutation. We're going to cover this in more detail in the next unit, okay? When we look into actual DNA and DNA mutations. Today we're looking at more recessive and dominant and chromosomal. But sickle cell, you're looking at one of your amino acids, it doesn't change, it changes the shape. This is a normal blood cell. Sickle cell blood cells are like the sickle shape. So it blocks blood flow and that type of stuff. There are some sex-linked genes. So remember the X and Y, most commonly found in males. And that's because males only have to have one X, right? Or one Y, sorry. So if there's only one there, you have it. Some examples of this would be color blindness, hemophilia, which means your bloods don't clot, and muscular dystrophy, which you have some muscle spasms and that type of stuff. Again, don't write this, but genes are located on the X chromosome. But females receive 2 of these, so you have to have both of them. But males only get 1, right? They get the X, but they get the Y from being a male, but they only have 1 X. So if it's on the X, they have it. And as a female, you have to have it on both X's, all right? So if a parent is male, the genotype is automatically known, all that type of stuff. So just read this stuff over. But this is what a Punnett square looks like for this. So we're XX, XY. So both carriers here, right? The male's a carrier, and the mother is a carrier for this, the big B, right? So you have it here. This female here has it. Or sorry, it's recessive. So it's going to be just this one here. This one here, it's a recessive disease, so you're a carrier, but you don't have it. So here you're fine. This one here, this guy here is going to have it, all right? So it's recessive, but it's linked to X's, but he only gets 1 X, so he has, have to have more chance. There's a colorblind test. If you can see those numbers, you're not colorblind. If you cannot see them, you may be colorblind. Here's a background on hemophilia. Again, it's a lack of clotting of your blood. And there's also some chromosomal disorders. This is more like during something called non-disjunction. You do need to know that vocabulary word. It's when chromosomes fail to separate properly during meiosis, right? When they separate out, they don't separate. So you have an extra set of chromosomes on some of your sets. So some of the examples, the one you most know about is Down syndrome. On your 21st set, you have 3, so you have 47 chromosomes total. And also Turner's and Klinefelters. Down syndrome, again, extra 21st. So we'll see right here. Klinefelters is an X. You have an extra X chromosome, so you're XXY, right? So your sex-linked chromosomes didn't separate properly. So it only affects males. You usually have lower muscle mass, lower testosterone, often taller, and low fertility. So Klinefelters, you're XXY. You are male, only affects males, but you have an extra X chromosome there.